This is a short video for any of my students that are using Swann Morton scalpels and need to know how to change the blades safely. I keep all my blades and rotary cutters, that kind of thing, in a plastic box, the kind of thing that you can get from your local hobby craft store. So you can see it's got 3 layers. You could just have a wooden box if you wanted. But because I teach and travel, I have quite a lot of blades, scalpels, that kind of thing, rotary cutters. So it's a good, safe, lockable place to store all your blades, all in one place, and you can put your hand on them whenever you need them. The kind of scalpel handle I would like my students to use, if they can get hold of them, in an ideal world, would be a retractable handle where the blade comes out and you just slide this little knob along and it goes back in again. So whenever you put it down, the blade is covered up and it's very safe. These are the best ones that you can get. These have a steel case. You can also get them with plastic cases, but they're not available. I can't seem to find them in America for my American students. So if you can't get a retractable handle, you'll have to use the basic handle, and they come in metal or plastic. But you can see that the blade is always exposed. If necessary, if this is the only handle you can get, then get a cork or something to protect the blade and keep it in a box in case the cork comes off the end. Don't keep it in a pencil case with all your pencils. It's just too dangerous. You have to remember that these scalpels are made to cut through skin down to the bone. There is no nice way of putting this. These are lethal weapons, but they're also superb for making very fine cuts and for when we're making printing blocks, cutting mount board, doing all kinds of things. These blades are superb. I use a 10A blade. I think you can just see here, it's stamped on the packet here, 10A. It's the shape I like because it's quite long and pointed. You can get curved blades, all kinds of things. I'm just being aware of that blade. And inside the blade packets are individually wrapped blades. Now you can see that that's got a little notched hole in it, and that corresponds with the notched hole on the handle. Now, I would never do this with my fingers because there's such a good chance of this kind of thing when the blade will actually slip and it could well go into your fingers or your hand. So I use a pair of pliers. I keep them in my sharps box. And basically you just push down and lift off. And pull. And then your blade comes off, and what I do is I put it into my sharps box, which then I can dispose of correctly. Then you pick up from the non-sharp end your blade, and you can see that there's a little sliding notch down the side, and basically you just need to very carefully with your fingers, but ideally with your pliers. I can hear you all holding your breath now. Hold that and then you slide it down the handle. And if it doesn't click in, you can always just press it, not too hard because you'll snap it, into your cutting mat, and that will just click into place. But I heard that click into place. So now you have a new blade on your Swann Morton handle. The blades that I use have a 3 handle, a size 3. Don't know if you can just see in the camera, probably not, but there's this, it says 3, size 3 on that little round bit there. So that is how I would like you to change a blade, with a pair of pliers, not with your bare hands.